interceptions.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up first and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On second down, Elliott. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Bills 40, Chargers nothing. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 20-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 4th down and on his tie long to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bills 47, Chargers nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes there's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On second down, here's Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
A gain of 10.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Buffalo.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trailed as we get back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 15. First down, Chargers.
On first down, it's Herbert. And Brait, the tight end's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain?
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
2nd and goal.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Touchdown, Chargers.
On the keeper. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career. But he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He'll buy some time right. And Diggs has it. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Allen now on 1st down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills add on.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
7. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
And 9 at the 18-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 37 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Bills 64. Chargers 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing suck. Y'all playing the wrong.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Herbert on first down now. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down, Chargers.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
10 at their own 34-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
They go to Elliott again, and he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 28 yards. as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Pass on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Bills 78, Chargers 10. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's Eckler again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First down.
And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked out by Jordan Poyer. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43.
43-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Made by
Joey Bosa in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Gain of 7.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From midfield, here's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here's King. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Brought down by Micah Hyde.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
What that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
21, Ezekiel.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Down by Drew Tranquill.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now Herbert following the turnover. That'll be caught right side by Reed. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A handoff, it's Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Micah Hyde. Herbert's pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the